Hey YouTube, welcome to GamoTech. So today I wanna build a PC with the really cheap hardware, B uh, B450 SD Legend motherboard and Ryzen 5 3600X and what else we got? 2 time of XPG RAM. This one it looks cool, and 16 gigabyte of DDR4 RAM, and this is the main board. In the box of main board, I just unboxed it. You got 2 time SATA cable. One of them is angled one side, other one is both sides straight, and this is the rear IO and DVD of some bunch of furniture and stuff. And this is the main board. I want to show you and tell you how much is the difference between this main board and this CPU, and a new main board and new CPU, plus the RAM also. So this main board is from 2017, is old, but it's a really great main board for this price point. So on the top you got 1 time 8-pin CPU power connector, and some of main board got 1 time 8 and 1 time 4. That's really stupid, 2 time 8 or 1 time 8. That's it. We got 1 time 12 volt ARGB connector here, and 2 time 4-pin PWM connector. One of them is CPU, other one water pump. 24-pin main power connector, USB 3, and 6 times SATA. Not on each other like normally you see on other mainboards, because they had a lot of empty space. As you see, there is a hell lot of empty space, so they decided to do it like that till use some of this free space also, and looks bigger. Front panel connector and SPK power LED, and this one is PWM power fan connector, and other one is also PWM fan connector, and this one is oh no, which header is this one for what, but this one again 3-pin 5 volt RGB connector, USB 3. No, they are USB 2 time USB Gen 2, and this one I don't know which header is this one, but again RGB connector, 12 volt and TPM connector. Nobody used it before, anyone. And this is a front audio connector, and I hate this thing also. I hate it. 14 PWM, and this one is for BIOS. I have no any information about it. PCIe is 16 by 16 speed, full speed, Gen 3, armored also, looks great, and 1, 2, 3, 4 time PCIe X1 by 1 speed, and this is PCIe 16 by 4 speed, Gen 3. And here dual channel DDR4 RAM, 288 pin, great, and AM4 socket. And the good thing for AM5 socket is this, that AM5 and AM4 socket. Both are compatible with the AM4 cooler. So if you have a cooler like this one which I want to use, this is for one of my CPUs, and is AM4 CPU, but I can use it on my other main board that is will coming soon, that got AM5 socket that is compatible with that one, and of course with this one also. And no backplate. Here is rare IO, PS2, and 2-time USB Type A Gen 2 display port and HDMI, and 4-time again USB Type A Gen 3. I don't know, Gen 3 but one or whatever it is. USB-C and again USB Type A Gen 3 3.2 I guess, yeah, SPDIF, and other usual audio connectivity. Nothing special here. You got a little tiny RGB, and under the chipset cooler also you got RGB, which is great and is the most important thing. Display one of the coolest things, not important. And here is the RGB connector. You can plug it out if you don't want. Here also you have to unscrew from this side and plug the RGB cable out if you don't like RGB like some of people. And here is the Ryzen and yeah, here is the Ryzen. Oh Jesus! Yeah, this is Ryzen 536. That the price is dropped extremely from before, and yeah, when it launched, it was around $300 like that. But now I bought this one for $120 or so in Switzerland. And here is the socket, and here is the CPU. Go this way. I don't know if you see that or not clearly. That's great. So we got Ryzen 536 on this chip, B450 ASRock. These RAMs are also really cool. I decided to pick these RAMs. It costed around $70 like that. So in Switzerland and USD, the price almost are the same, but USD would US price would be a little bit cheaper, definitely. But because here is everything really expensive, they all look awesome, like just fantastic. Here the thing is that the cooler, it's plastic, but doesn't matter, it won't get hot, so it doesn't need any cooling and heat thing. So but it looks really great. So here you plug it to A2 and B2 for dual channel. For single for dual slot, for single slot only A2, for dual slot A2 and B2. And I plug it now. And yeah, it looks really great with this gorgeous mainboard that for such a price. I mean. And so this mainboard and this CPU cost costed me in Switzerland 229 Swiss franc for USD. There is not a lot of difference, but if you get Ryzen 5 7600X and MSI Pro X 670T Wi-Fi, you have to pay 710 bucks right now, which is like extremely expensive for the performance that you get. And you know, it's just a lot of stupid money. So people trying to get that hardware because they are new, but you know, if you get this one, you save a lot of money. And here, like as I saw, DDR5 RAM are almost the same as DDR4 RAM. DDR4 4800 megahertz, the same as those RAM, or somehow cheaper than those RAM also, because those RAM are hard to find and DDR4 is easier. So no, DDR5 is easier to find right now in Switzerland instead of DDR4 4800 megahertz, and DDR5 is cheaper than that. You won't believe what you can search for yourself. And for the RAM, I can say there is a lot of difference. If you get for this main board, that you have to get 2 times, probably 2 times 8 gigabyte would be enough. I prefer 2 times 8 gigabyte, and the mainboard support 2400 megahertz RAM. So such RAM are extremely cheaper than DDR5. So that is another benefit of this old hardware to buy instead of those new. You won't get a lot of performance. I definitely can say for sure you won't even feel that extra performance that you will get with those new hardware. So for now, you can wait 1 year or something like that till the price of those hardware drop down. The new 7th generation of Ryzen CPU and the main board also, but the RAM doesn't matter. I bought a 16 gigabyte DDR5 RAM for 35 bucks, and definitely right now you can easily buy DDR5 RAM for 1 times 16 gigabyte for 80-90 bucks, and with RGB 2 times 8 gigabyte or 2 times 16 gigabyte you can buy for 140 bucks, 130 bucks, something like that. So there is not a lot of difference between DDR5 RAM and the RAM that are under 3600 megahertz. So DDR5 just is 10%, 20% more expensive than such a slower. They are not really slow, but are really slower than DDR5 5600 megahertz like that. They are really cheaper, and you won't even feel the difference of this hardware and those hardware. So don't waste your money, and I'm trying to add this CPU cooler on this build also, and yeah, let's see. So this is the main board, this is the CPU cooler with RAM, and this cable is ARGB connector that I'm going to connect it somewhere, I don't know, somewhere down here probably, or this is, or no, I'm plugging this one on the top. Yeah, I'm plugging the ARGB connector on the top, and it would be great like that. Yeah. So this main board is going to my new Be Quiet case, and I hope that I hope that it would be great with that case. The case also I bought for like $90. So this is my case. Is inside right now. A main board, but I'm going to change it with that main board which I got here. So hope it would be really great, and it looks also good. So I upload a video from that part also later. So here you see my build hardware with P450 and Ryzen 5 36 and DDR4 RAM, cost 385 Swiss franc, and here the same specs but new with Ryzen 5 7600X and ST Legend the mainboard, and the same RAM but DDR5 4800 MHz, cost $830. So $830 and $360 almost. So this is like 500 different 500 Swiss franc difference is between these two hardwares, mainboard, CPU and RAMs. So the other parts are not gonna be so important except the GPU, because this mainboard X670, this one support this mainboard support PCIe Gen 5, but this one is Gen 3. Yeah, Gen 3. Oh no. Yeah, this one is Gen 5. This one is Gen 3, not even Gen 4. But you know, the difference between these two hardware kit is $500. So is a hell lot of difference. You can have the same kit for 360, or you wanna go high end 830. So your choice.